Welcome back, my Duelist friends. Casual Duelist here, and we're going to be doing our common charity gadget test hands today. So we will be doing that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the deck profile yesterday, and hopefully you guys are looking forward to tomorrow where we play this in the advanced format. So again, there's going to be some changes, obviously. We're going to get some foily cards, and somebody asked what the card was I was going to proxy. The truth of it being, I didn't think that I had common copies of the gadgets anymore. And it was all because of that one set Fist of the Gadgets. You ended up getting really nice super rares. And the copies that I did have, they were really old. They were very battered. And again, just, it didn't sit right with me that those would be the copies that we would use on the channel. So the other comment was, where's the gadget mat? I decided against bringing it out because I actually forgot about it yesterday. So I said today I'm just going to go ahead, use the same casual duelist mat, and then tomorrow we will dig out the gadget mat for the advanced ones. So that's my fault. Let's do 2 going first and then 2 going second. And if we don't get anything that really shows, because again, this thing was organized, that was just me shuffling it up. If we don't get anything, then I'll just show you guys what I mean by what is the better hands. So going first, we're not going to draw a card. Instead, we will just pick up our top 5 from the deck. See if I get them up off the mat. We start off, we've got a limiter removal, which is all right. We got Ties of the Brethren. We got Gear Frame, so we can play and start generating some gadgets. We got another Ties. We got another limiter. What the heck? What do heck? So we got some plays, which is crazy that we got this twice. As you can tell, definitely needs a little more shuffling. Base play here. You will summon your Gear Frame. Off a Gear Frame, you will grab your Fortress. So now we've got our Fortress to hand, and we're going to guarantee the next turn we can start by actually generating that Fortress to the field while threatening a perfect, defensive stance. So let's do that. And all we're going to do, I guess I didn't really have to shuffle that much, but it's going to help in the long run. Then we're going to use our Ties. And it doesn't matter which ones you want to use, because again, we've got the 2 copies of limiter removal, so we could absolutely just beat somebody up. So we're going to summon our yellow gadget and our red gadget, because again, these are all level 4, different name, Earth machines. Now, when these 2 are special summoned, we will grab green and we will grab yellow. So we need to go ahead and grab those as well. And now we're also locked out of special summoning for the remainder of this turn. Again, not a big deal because of what we have and the ability that we do have. And since this is common charity and you're generally going to be playing up against other common charity decks, luckily you do not have to worry about Harpy's Feather Duster. So if you do want to keep just the monsters in your hand, you could throw the entire rest of your hand into the back row and threaten up a double pump. Which is kind of funny. So again, we're just going to set this over here. Let's show this off. So this Ties would be gone. We would have these face down with these in the hand, which is at least a special summon and a normal summon. And I'll tell you what, I think that looks good for our our snapshot for the beginning of the video. Because this is goofy, because what's going to happen is your opponent's either going to attack or they're not. And if they do and you want to blast them, you're going to flip a limiter. Okay, I don't know of any combination that actually lets you win on your opponent's turn with a double limiter here. Because the most we could do is a 36 to 70, like 72. And then 72 minus whatever, then you lose your field. And then you got to slog through whatever back row unless you draw into something good. We're going to get a strike. So again, not terrible, but definitely funny if they don't attack. because rather than using that other Ties of the Brethren the next turn, you still get to generate a bunch of monsters and then double limiter and actually attack over everything on the opponent's side of the field. So again, that's pretty fantastic. And we could still save the fortress during the second main phase by equipping the gear frame to it. So that's fun too. Let's get another going first. Let's see if we can get some of our counter trap love. And say, well, we're not getting him. He's at the bottom. But let's see what we don't get this time. So, again, just one more time. There we go. Okay, we got our exclusions. Got 2 exclusions. We had another Ties. So again, just real quick. Throw 2 exclusions in the back row. It's going to stop some hand traps. It's not going to stop them right now. If you're worried about them right now, go ahead and set the Summoner Monk. Or you're going to summon the red Gadget. You're going to grab a yellow. Then you're going to Ties. And then you're going to play a yellow and a green anyway. So let's do that the correct way. Here's yellow for that. Here's yellow for that. Here's green for this. This will allow us to grab green. And this one will allow us to grab red. So now we're going to have a full set of gadgets in our hand, as well as having 2 counter traps in our back row. And again, this is going to speed the deck up in like a pseudo sense, as we've lowered the number of cards in our deck. And of course, again, it's going to cost 2,000 hit points to do this. But we are going to start the next turn with a full 4 cards in our hand. Again, if they don't attack, cool. We can go into link builds. And even with just a regular normal summon at this point, you are looking at being able to link build all the way up to 4. That could get you all the way to your Boral. We are going to get the limiter removal, which is pretty cool. So you can do whatever you needed to do from here. Now let's try going second. It'll give us an extra card. It'll give us the ability to try to build some sort of board to where we can actually attack. And it just is what it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see what we're working with before the draw. We got Ties, which is not always as good here. We didn't get a Summoner Monk. We got 2 greens and a red. We got our Avarice. So we do have something that we can do. We did grab yellow. This is going to be like one of the hands that you're not going to see as often. And it's something that you don't want to see. There really is no good way of playing out of that. So try one more time. Okay. All right. So let's try this again. So okay, we're gonna get the 5. Not bad. This one takes a little more to play through. Obviously, we could stall something that our opponent's going to do because we do have the double ash. Then on our own turn, we do get the Ties. So what we could do is we could sit behind some of these moves. We could do Ties of the Brethren, sit with the strike, and hopefully control out the opponent. I enjoy more setting up with this deck than I do going second. Just seems to be the way that this one liked to function during playtests. Okay, I know we're going to do one more time because I really just want like one decent round. And there it is. Again, it's going to be like a turn 2 setup. So you're going to go ahead, you draw. Got 2 greens, got the double exclusion to strike the called. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to be able to special summon the Machina Fortress by discarding that in Gadget to special summon it back. It will lead the field. Then you'll play green for red to keep up your hand presence. And again, like I said, sort of speeds out the deck just a little bit by taking that extra card out. And again, you might trigger an opponent's like Ash Blossom. They might have one too, which is still fine. And then, of course, you've still got 2 counter traps that you get to set. Hold on to the Called by the Grave during your own turn should they try to drop something. Lightsworn still might have Honest or something. You can go ahead, you can stop Honest during the battle phase. And then by the time it's your next turn or your opponent's turn, that Call by the Grave should be set with these. If you didn't end up using it, threatening these 2 monsters. And then again, being able to go into the next turn. We're going to have the yellow, we've got the red. You'll make your picks from here on out. So it is fun. And again, Common Charity does tend to be a slightly slower format. There are a few fast decks. But for the most part, a lot of the best decks in Yu-Gi-Oh! Are not allowed in Common Charity yet. So it's just odds and ends for the most part. So that's the gadgets. That's the Common Charity ones. And then, like I said, tomorrow we'll be playing some advanced lists. So hopefully you'll stop on by, do all the things or not, and have a great day, my friends. See you later.